Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome back to another episode of the Dinosaur Mine. We are back at the hotel for today, as you can see, no doubt. And most of you guys preferred the vanilla black glass, just like I did. So I went ahead and used it mostly. I haven't really done a whole lot of glass putting in, at least not on the front side, but on the back side quite a bit. I've also done a tremendous amount of work on the inside. Doesn't look like it on the first side, but bam! Oh, look at that! I've been working on the hallways on the different floors. I've been working a little more on the staircase. And I have been working on getting the first walls in there. And trying to divide up the rooms we're gonna have. It's a lot of very repetitive work that I've been doing here. I've also trying to figure out the lobby. So I've tried and put in an arch here. My idea right now is to keep these towers here open all the way on top, well, except the hallway part. But let's take a closer look at it. Let's go up. I added the border here, added some glass for our gallery. And yeah, as you can see, I put in lots of the black glass in the back here, wherever I could reach it already. Put a bed in here so I don't have to run to the lab every single time again. And then this is where I started laying out the hallways. I tried to have them going along the wall so we can look outside while walking along. And then we have these open areas here where you can look down the lobby. And I'm probably going to put the same glass here that I used for the gallery down there. So whenever you walk through the hallway and enter one of these towers, you can actually look down to the lobby all the way on every single story. And you could also look outside, which is really, really cool. And then we're going to have another small room in the back here. So more or less 2 rooms per story and wing. So we got, this is another room, and I was figuring out how I want the walls to be and how I want the entrances to be, and I think this is kind of a nice look. Trying to take the same colors as of the outside, obviously, since I already used it for the outside. And I think this is a decent room size. Hotel rooms aren't that big, so I think I'm okay with that. And then we're gonna have a pathway that goes back here, or hallway, and then goes along the side once again. So we have somewhat of symmetry, not completely symmetrical, but at least somewhat. We're gonna have a room back here, and we're gonna have one room here in this area. But yeah, I kind of ran out of concrete. I got some more now, but I had to smelt up a lot more gravel to get that going. And I think that's most of the stuff I did. I have laid out the hallways, as I said, more. And I just literally started laying out some of the walls to get an idea for the structure. Lots of interior structuring, which is also something I want to continue to work on for today's episode. And as you can see, I had to get creative with the hallways at some points. This one goes around here, while the one below, or the 2 below, went between the ones. So it changes up from floor to floor, which is why it's not quite symmetrical. But I tried my best. And some of the rooms are hence gonna be smaller than others. But I think overall this is a good compromise. I don't know how I'm gonna fill these areas here yet. I might have some indoor greenery along the windows maybe at some points. And this is really awkward because I have to go in a zigzag and then go through here. But I really wanted to have all the hallways on one side of this tower, so we can at least look all the way up on the other side. So I think this works out okay-ish. This is also really awkward because I have to go all the way back here. And it takes up a lot of room, so we probably only have one room in the end here there. And I could probably fit a small room in here if I wanted to. That shouldn't be an issue. And one more awkward one here, which I haven't quite figured out yet, I just noticed. But I'll probably have it go over there and then up there. We're gonna have a really small room there. And I don't even know if that is enough space for another room. This is only 3 blocks wide, so probably not. Probably not, and maybe have another small room back there. It's kind of unfortunate since usually the best rooms are on top, but in this hotel, the smallest rooms are gonna be on top. Or, other option, which I also thought about, making this whole story one big suite. and having the wall in here and having no hallway there, but instead like one giant room. I might do that actually. That would make more sense. Could do the same thing here, and I could even have like a little staircase going up to the top of the tower if I wanted to, and have some private balconies there, and this is like the common balcony for all the hotel guests. That could be neat. I think that's what I might do overall. So as you can see, I laid out a lot of things, but there's still plenty of work to be done. And it's raining inside, that's not good. Crap. What am I gonna do about that? I guess I'll have just another story right here. Then it won't rain, and then I might fill that in. I don't know yet. Yeah, lots of work to be done, and I shall get back to it and keep you guys up to date when I make significant progress. We are witnessing the battle of the century. Which of the golden warriors will win this fight of the ages? I see enchanted pants on the left. I don't see an enchanted bow. Do I see an enchanted bow? No, that is not an enchanted bow. So the odds are... Oh no, this one has an enchanted chest piece. Does it? Pretty sure it is fully enchanted. Oh no! Oh, you won! You won! Congratulations! You win my sword to your face. Well, it's about 5 to 6 hours later compared to the last clip. Well, in-game hours. Well, not in-game hours. It's like literally 5 hours of work, at least, that I put into here. And I finished up most of the things. I think it turns out pretty nicely. I kind of like that look of these giant towers being mostly empty, except the walkways on the side. Let's go up a little bit. I mean, I went literally through every single story and filled in all the walls, all the floors. It's still very dark here, so mobs are spawning. As I said, I showed you that design before. We have a room here, and we have the walkway, and we have a small room back here, which is actually still quite big on the bottom floor. It's gonna get smaller the higher up we go. And there should be exactly the same rooms on the other side. Then we move up. I also try to clean up all the windows at the bottom of the windows. And that kind of stuff. We got a pretty big room here. Once again, walkway. And another room, which kind of looks weird. I also filled in most of the glass of the windows. Not all of them yet. I went, I think, up to this story, maybe another story above. As you can see, once more, windows everywhere. It's gonna be a pain. I probably won't put more into these than a couple of beds, maybe a little table, a chair, something like that. I won't well, I guess I will decorate one of them and then just copy the style mostly. Okay, I think this is the first story where it deviates. Or is it already here? No, we still have a very small room here. And an even smaller room. Oh, I didn't build a door in there yet. I can't really build a door in here because of my style. And I want to kind of keep the style for every room. So I'll build a door here as well and have a really small room going. But that's alright. We don't need a lot of space in here. We probably won't come up here very often anyways. I did it over here. This is how it's supposed to look like. It's still big enough to put a couple beds in, and a table and a chair. And this, as I said, is the first one that deviates. We don't have one here because this is really too small for a room. Maybe like a little toilet, public toilet or something. Probably not. And I also haven't put the wall in this room yet because I wasn't sure if I should do it. Did I do it on the other side? Let's check it out. We have another room here, which is real. It's not too bad actually. It's a lot bigger than it looked like. And yeah, I haven't done it over here either, so I will probably have to, if I put the wall in here, the door, I would have a 4x3 plus 1, which is 13 square meters, which is okay. Enough for a bed still, so that might be the cheapest rooms up here. Possibly. And further up, okay, this is also, oh, this is also a 13 room. So I already have a 13 square meter room. The windows are not in here yet, but I will finish that off shortly. Gallimimus is still doing fine, by the way. I haven't seen him in the waterfall anymore, so the garage doors definitely work their magic. This small room is gonna have a nice view, though. Gotta give him that. You can almost see all the way to the ocean. And okay, one more story. It's getting dark. I haven't placed a single torch in this whole hotel. We have a room here, which is fairly small, and another 13 square meters room back there. And then those are the suites. Those are the small suites on this layer here. This is just one story, big room with a really nice view. And with a glass floor, so you can see all the way down the lobby. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to have in your suite. Guess you don't want to walk around naked if people can see you from all the way down there. And nice view here. I had to put in another horizontal line here in these top windows. I'm not sure. Come on, rain, really? I'm not really sure about that. It seems okay if you're standing down there. But I gotta go a little further back and take a look at it again if it's too annoying. Or once the glass is in as well. And then we have this one, which is a little bit bigger because we don't have the staircase in the way. So this is an even bigger suite. Probably the third biggest, maybe even the biggest. I don't know how big the ones on the top floor are. But those are the ones that are kind of like a penthouse. So this one is a little small. Well, they're both a little small because we have staircases in both ways. So you probably lose a little bit of room, but you have a staircase in here that leads you up all the way to here, which gives you another room, kind of a gallery, with a really nice view from up here. Also access to the roof and access to your private part of the roof. And I probably won't put another layer in here. This is just going to be a very high room instead. I think this is better than putting an extra staircase in. I think people would prefer it this way. But yeah, this is I don't know, it might be smaller than the others, but it has roof access. So I guess it's bigger. Those are the two biggest, and they are identical. They are exactly the same. This one is not even done yet. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. I've put so many hours into this today already. But I'll get at least the structures done. At least all the room structures, and I plan on filling in all the glass. That's like the minimum I want to get done today. Not sure if I can get into the interior design yet, but we'll have to figure that out. I was just in the process of building a wall here. I constantly have to go back into the mines, mine some more gravel, mine some more sand for the glass, hunt some squid for the ink sacs and all that kind of stuff. There's still a lot of places where I'm not sure how to deal with them. Like this one here, you can just jump all the way down. Take a shortcut to the bed. But I need to fill that in somehow. Thinking about adding some greenery too into the hallways and into the staircase especially. But yeah, I think it was about time for a little update. As you see, I did a huge amount of work. And everything is dark now. Mobs are spawning in here if I'm not very careful. But it's coming together. Slowly but surely. We are actually gonna have a hotel here. Quick stop at the witch farm. Still working, as you can see, and I've been AFKing for quite a while, and we actually got a substantial amount of glowstone dust and all the other resources, of course, too, which is very nice, so now I can finally actually do something with that stuff. Anyways, I am here because of a very intriguing comment by Jackson N on the last video. And he said, "Hey Fabe, the couch elevator actually does work. You just spaced them out a little bit too far, so it glitched that it looked like I was going up, but in all actuality, I wasn't at all." So that caught my interest. Let's try it out, okay? Here we have the direct comparison. The couch has 4 blocks in between, and the minecarts have only 3 blocks in between, I think. 1, 2, 3, and then there's the next one. So the couches should be more efficient if this works. So far so good, but that already worked with the others. Oh my god, look at that. It really was my mistake. Ha! Thank you so much for your comment, Jackson. I really do appreciate it. He tested it apparently out in his own world and it worked for him. So that helps out. So I might get rid of the minecarts because just having the couches like that is so much easier than having all the glass blocks and the minecarts. I know I've built it already now and wasted a whole bunch of time, but this is like a really big big cluster of blocks that are hovering in the sky. And if there's a single couch that's hovering in the sky, I don't know if I get away with that. Let's go down and check it out. You know what I could do? I just thought of that. Maybe I could just dye all these couches in a light blue color and you would barely able to see them against the sky. I don't know if that's a good idea or a really bad idea, which makes it look really dumb. But I don't know how I could make these couches look good. What I had in mind for the minecart design is just making the corners solid blocks, so we basically have like a real solid 3x3 pillar going up all the way to the sky. And then have up there a viewing platform. With the couches, we are more flexible. We could use our creative juices to come up with something better. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments. I will go back to the hotel now and do some more work on there. Back on the rooftop, finishing up a couple of things. Getting some safety rails next to the staircases done. And also, this is something I wanted to do ever since I built the rooftop. I don't know if that is something... Ooh, crap. It's not gonna connect, is it? So this is one idea I had, and actually, my silk. I lost my silk touch pick, by the way. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I lost it, and now I have this stupid without unbreaking pick that I have to use now. Okay, so this is one idea I had. Let's try out the other idea that I had, possibly. Therefore, I'll need some more weathered concrete. What if we put these one up higher and then we have an even more stable safety rail and we can connect it up like that? Oops, messed it up already. I think I prefer that actually. I wonder what it looks like from down below. Oops. These concrete blocks are so easy to destroy. Yeah, I think I prefer that from above here. I think it looks nice. It blocks a little bit of the view, but hey, if we really wanted the view, we could just jump up. Don't do that at home, kids. Don't jump on top of the safety rails in the hotel. We need some more here. And yeah, I'll have to do the same around here too if I want to go with that. Filled in this glass. And I think it's now time. I think I filled all the small windows in. I think it's time we fill the big ones in. And that will require a lot more glass too. It's insane, the amount of glass these giant buildings take up. Alright, so this should give me 4, like a whole stack. Oh, I even had some left. Okay, let's see how much. Should we start on top or on the bottom? Will I survive that? Sure. Alright, let's start in the middle, cause we can. So filling this all in, and then we'll have the first glance on how these windows look with the glass inside of them. So we are in episode, what, 242 now? Crazy, isn't it? But that means that we are only a couple of episodes away from episode 250. And for those of you who have been around for a while, know that every 50 episodes we are having a world download. And we are adding a new mod to the pack. And I haven't quite made up my mind yet on what mod to add for episode 250. I had a couple of candidates. First and foremost, I'm still considering Bibliocraft, which, as you guys know, I considered a couple of times before already. It would help a lot with... Oh man, I'm gonna die, aren't I? I should have gone to the outside. It's gonna hurt. This is the time when I wish there were ender pearls. And I wish I had an ender farm. How am I supposed to survive this? I don't think I can. Let's try this. Hoop. Ooh. Danger. Hoop. Alright, I think we got it. So, yeah, Bibliocraft is definitely one that I still consider. Man, so Hotel is barely opened, or not even opened, and already has a spider infestation. Can't believe it. Where was I? Oh yeah, mods. Bibliocraft is one of them that I consider. All the talk... Oh, crap. All my talk about elevators in the last couple of episodes prompted you guys to say, hey, just add an elevator mod. I don't really want to do it, to be honest. Because I like these vanilla-ish elements of the game still. I don't want to get all technical. At least not yet. Ooh, crap! Oh my god, 1 heart. That's not good. At least not you know. Oh. So close to death. Okay, let's just run for it. Let's get out of here. Pick up the dirt and take a look at the glass. So if you guys have any other suggestions for mods, let me know in the comments. I will consider a couple of others. Did he just kill the... Wow. I didn't know they would... I didn't know they would attack mobs if you attacked them. That's insane. You barely see it, do you? There's glass. You really barely see it. But I guess that's okay. I'm gonna fill in the rest of the glass. And then I want to try out an idea that also one of you left me in the comments a couple of episodes ago that really intrigued me and I want to try out. I have another idea too to make this hotel look a lot better, at least during nighttime. So that should be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna add the finishing touches for the exterior and interior structure. Of course, we don't have an interior design yet. We don't have any furniture or any bigger building parts yet. And also, I still want to add... Can you stop it, please? I still want to add a couple of pillars in the lobby, because this is a one giant open room. We're definitely going to have a pillar here to stabilize that. I probably have a wall going around here. And then we have a back room here and maybe the reception area. And some of you suggested a bar too. I like how that looks. I might look into that, like a lobby bar. A lot of hotels have a bar in the lobby. I mean, we have enough space. They could even just build it back here or something. Or maybe have like a basement for that even. Another thing that we don't have yet is like an indoor swimming pool. And I really want one of those. I might attach an extra building on either side for that. But that's all in the future. First of all, let's finish this sucker up. I'd say it's done. Look at it. I think it looks pretty good. However, I'm not quite certain about the top of these towers. I don't think they feel quite right yet. So let's try and add a little detail to the top of it. But other than that, I think it looks pretty sharp. As you can see, I put the extended pillars all the way up, and I think it looks really, really nice, actually. From down here, too. So, I'm definitely gonna keep that. So, with the couch elevator working, I thought for a little bit, maybe I could implement a couch elevator here, too. But with this complex of a staircase that I have going on right now, I mean, look at that. Every stair is pretty much different than the other, which is kind of nice. It makes you feel unique and not as symmetrical as usually, and more realistic maybe even. But there's no one shaft that I could use for an elevator, unfortunately. So I'm probably not going to be able to do that. However, what I noticed is that I never really know at what level I am in this building. So I need to come up with a way to kind of show. Either I'm just going to put up some signs numbering every story. That would probably be the easiest thing to do. However, I really don't like how the signs look, which might be another reason to use Bibliocraft. I'm pretty sure in Bibliocraft you can make like custom signs that look a little bit more modern. I might be wrong about that though. Maybe I saw it in another mod. I just remember that. Okay, let's go all the way up. And up, 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 up. There we go. Put in the roof, put in all the windows. And we still have a pretty nice view here. This is the ocean back there already. Wow, we are really close. We're running out of space. Not really. We have still plenty of space, especially in this forest here. Look at that. But I'm really, really happy that we got this big building here. These big buildings, they are just very, very nice to look at from a distance. I showed you in one of the last episodes that you can see it from all the way back there. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that's not why I came up here for. Let's go. I didn't bring the ladders, did I? Crap. All right, guess we're pillaring up. Left a little hole here to get on top. And we need to top this off somehow. So, you know, like all these skyscrapers in the city have antennas. So that's kind of what I wanted to try and replicate one way or another. I don't know exactly how yet. I brought a couple of iron bars. I brought some carpenter's barriers and some more carpenter's blocks. But asphalt, huh? That might be nice. Either I'm gonna use that or I'm gonna use stone for it. But stone seems, although stone might seem the closest to actual like metal rods, at least from a distance. We'll never see it close up, you know, so I could basically use whatever I deem worthy. Maybe I should go with these guys. That might be fairly simple to do. Okay, let's say, oh crap, that's an even number, isn't it? And that's not number. Ooh, that's gonna suck. So this is the center, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That bugs me quite a bit that this is not even. Okay, let's say we're gonna have a base. I mean, we're not gonna be able to see the base anyways, will we? So we could make it even a little bit bigger. Like that. Maybe. It seems like a good size. Let's make that too high. And then let's work with some slopes. And I'll replicate the same thing on the other side. I haven't planned this out yet, so this should be interesting. Let's say we're gonna do something like, oops, that's the wrong kind. This one. I want to keep the corners a little more pointy, so let's do it like this for now. I mean, we need to build pretty high up because of the angle you'll be able to see. You see, if we stand here, you'll only be able to see the base from this level onward, so you won't be able to see it from all the way down there. That's why we have to build it higher up before we go into the detail mode. Do I want to keep it empty inside? Guess it doesn't really matter. You won't be able to see it. Okay, let's say we do this. Another 2 blocks. And then we're gonna do it like so. Oh man, am I already out of? I have a couple more, right? Yeah, here we go. So that looks pretty antenna-ish so far. So how are we gonna go on from here? I think the most sense, I mean, since we have these guys, we can simply work it like this, and then we can even center an even number of blocks. However, this way I won't really be able to use the carpenter's barriers. Maybe further up. So let's say we're gonna use, actually, let's try and, well, that one is lost. Let's try and use the iron bars. Maybe a chiseled form. I forgot what kind of chiseled ones we have here. Maybe this one? The thick iron grid? It seems like it has the most contrast and hence is probably the most visible. Oh yeah, that looks actually really nice. I think that's great. Alright, let's build up maybe 3. Yeah, I was afraid that was gonna happen. Lots of carpenter block act. No, no! I was afraid that was gonna happen too. So can we do this? Yeah. I think it's gonna look nice. So that is 1, 2, 3. Let's make it at least 5. Like so. I mean, you are able to see, I think we need to go way higher. What is that? 5? All right, let's do, should we go 10? That is 8 right now. 9. And 10. That seems like a good height. Okay, let me finish this off, and then we're gonna take a look from the bottom and see if that's high enough, or if we have to add some more detail to it. Look at that! You can already see it from all the way back here. By the way, I totally didn't die right now, falling from it. Oh man, look at that! That changes the whole feeling of the building completely, doesn't it? Man! Come on, load in. Load in! Please, come on, load in! Would you please load in? Do it for me, there you go. Yes, you can do it! Nice! Yes, I like it a lot. And the dimensions also seem pretty reasonable. I think it's cool looking. You don't really see the detail, but that's totally fine. I think it looks very neat. It definitely adds to it, and it definitely helps the whole design a lot. So let me try. This surface is a little bit too flat, so I might spruce that side up a little bit. How could I do that? I think I have an idea. And then I'm gonna replicate it for the other side, and I think it's gonna look really, really good. Here we are, a lot better, don't you think? It probably could use even more detail, but that's it for today. This episode is already really long again. I don't know where all the time go. Well, I spend a lot of time today on all this stuff. I mean, it's crazy how many hours I played today. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The hotel structure is now completely done and we can think about the interior a little bit. But not today. So, I'll see you all next time. Until then, have a nice day. And seriously guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.